A very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us on the abridged version of the show. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Well, tonight on the show, we'll let you know what's happening in our fast-paced, money-speeding, exciting and rewarding world of sports. Let's start with the 2024 FIFA World Cup bid. Let's start with the address given to the members of the Asian Confederation by the FIFA president himself, Gianni Infantino. Gianni Infantino has asked the members of the Confederation to be united and also to support the bid by Saudi Arabia. He's saying the world needs unity at this point. Let's listen to Gianni Infantino speaking about 2024, what he expects from the Asians, and a whole lot more.
My message, obviously, to all of you, which is a message I gave to you already in Tashkent and which I can reiterate here, is to be united in Asia as well, to be united for the 2034 World Cup, which again will unite the world. As we see, there is enough division already all over the world. We need occasions to bring people together. We need occasions to send messages of unity. We like to say that football unites the world. We like to say that football is becoming truly global, and it is. And we have a responsibility in this respect. You have a responsibility in this respect. You play an important role in this unity of the world, so I count on you.
Welcome back, Gianni Infantino, speaking there, asking the members of the Asian Football Confederation to be united. The world needs unity at this point with everything that is going on. All right, let's talk about Newcastle United midfielder and, of course, Azzurri International. He represents Italy. Sandro Tonali. It's been confirmed that Sandro Tonali is under investigation by the Italian Prosecutor's Office and the Italian Football Federation for alleged betting, alleged illegal betting and some violations. Sandro Tonali, of course, joined Newcastle from AC Milan in July for a reported fee of 70 million euros. He's been under investigation, and of course, England and Italian authorities are closely monitoring the situation. A few days ago, the story of Nicolo Fagioli, who received a 7-month ban as part of a settlement into issues related to this, got into the news. All right, let's move on quickly and go to Japan now. That's our next spot of call, and talk about what happened today. What's the surprise? Casper Ruud is out of the Japan Open, and of course he lost to American Marcus Giron. Now let's allow you to enjoy the highlights, and of course we'll come back for more. All right, of course Marcus Giron getting the job done, was unseeded in that tournament. On the strength of that victory, he's been able to get one over Casper Ruud. And for Casper Ruud, his hopes of making it to the ATP Tour World Finals has suffered a huge dent. And of course, he'll be looking for ways to make amends. All right, let's move on now and talk about Ben Shelton, the American, making waves. Well, of course, he had to fight back after going down in the first set right there in Tokyo. Still talking about the Japan Open. He was up against Jordan Thompson, but he was able to make the third round, and he won his game 6-7, 6-4, 6-3. Again, let's allow you to enjoy the highlights. All right, the youngster making waves, Ben Shelton, of course, advancing to the next round at the Japan Open after that victory over Jordan Thompson. All right, let's move on the show. Let's give you a slice of American football. Roger Goodell is the man in the news. The NFL commissioner, that's the National Football League, the body that controls the governing body of American football, has announced that Roger Goodell has extended his contract to March 2027. The contract extension came as a surprise as it was widely reported to have been in the works for months. He's been in charge since 2006. And of course, the sport has witnessed a lot of growth under his leadership. By the way, this is the fourth extension for Godel after, of course, being on the saddle since 2006. All right, so good news for Roger Godel, and by extension, the NFL gives them a lot of stability. Okay, let's move on the show. We're going to spend the remaining time that we have on the show to talk rugby. That's our last port of call, and talk about Africa's representative, South Africa, defending champions of rugby, and by no means, of course, one of the best. Just to put in perspective, one of the best rugby playing nations. And of course, there are no minnows in rugby. They are one of the very best. They'll be up against England, with England having revenge on their mind. But the South Africans are ready to do whatever it takes to get to the final. Let's listen to some of the guys from the Springboks. And of course, we'll also flip it and listen to the lads from the English team as both prepare to face off in the semi-final.
We've played them since the 2019 World Cup. We've played them. I think it was Eddie's last game. We played them, and it's something that will always hurt when you lose a World Cup. When I was a player and we lost the World Cup against Australia, the next couple of games you play against Australia, you always think of, yes, you guys took it away from us, and I guess England will feel like that. You guys took it away from us, and we would like to take it back, and that's the excitement. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I feel that's how professional sport are. You want to rectify problems, you want to make your country proud, you want to make your people proud, you want to make your team proud, and I think that's what the English team will have to be like. I mean, they will definitely not come there and say, hey, come and do it again to us. They will definitely fight till the end. I think to talk about the All Blacks will be disrespectful to England, because they're a massive speed bump for us to get over. I would more say a pothole than a speed bump, because I was just looking here at I'll get to New Zealand. I was just looking here at the possible teams that I think can play. I think we average 200 minutes per player, they 260. I think the average caps of our team will be about 54, they'll be about 59. I think the average age of our team is 30, the average age of their team are 29, and then the average weight is 104 and 105. So it's two teams. England's unbeaten. They beat. They stuck to their guns both weeks since he's been appointed, and they kept believing on what they're doing, and it's paying off, and you can see their team full of belief.
You could see on their faces 4 years ago the disappointment. I've been part of a squad that's fought out in a semi-final in a World Cup, and it sits with you the rest of your life. There's a lot of things you look back and regret and maybe thought that you could have done differently, and I'm sure they'll come with that mindset this weekend. I think they'll be ruthless. I think they'll take their intensity and physicality to a whole new level. But that being said, we're prepared for that. We're ready for that, and we enjoy that. That's always a part of the game that we love. And if there's going to be beef, it's going to be beef. It's stage rugby. It's 80 minutes, and we've got to just go out and play the game.
At this point, be a tough challenge, especially with the draw. It was either the horse or the current holders, and we have the utmost respect for them. We think they are a nation that play the best rugby and play some great rugby, and they know what they're about, and they don't shy away from it, and we look forward to the test at weekend. Ches will probably tell you, I want us to keep improving. If we're going to get near South Africa at weekend, that number needs to be massively increased, I would suggest. The last couple of weeks we've faced two teams that have wanted to throw the ball about. We knew Fiji would have a purple patch where they cause us problems. We prepared for a spell where we'd be under the cosh. And I think in the end it was, although it got, very...
All right. England and South Africa, of course, sizing each other up, and we'll see what happens. That's the show today. We do hope that you've enjoyed everything we've been able to bring to you. We'll be back again tomorrow. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Bye-bye now.